Long ago, two great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence, and man and gods alike joined swords to stop it. The two generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist back with another raw and wiggling episode in our playthrough of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Alright, so we got done with Hyberheim. I believe it's all done. I'll probably go back there and look off camera again, but for all intents and purposes, we are done with Hyberheim. And we are going to go to the end of time to have our meeting and see what happens. So let's go ahead. We've done a lot.
There you both are. How jolly. There's something quite astounding you must see. It's the Weaver. Thanks to the Starstone you've collected, she's mended a portion of the tapestry.
Okay, that's interesting.
Look, a new story has been rewoven into time. A new portion of history appears to us for the first time in not even I know how long. Let us look together. Let us see what the Weaver has woven.
Long ago, two great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence, and man and gods alike joined swords to stop it. The two generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
Okay, we've got a new log entry. The missing threads. Source Hunter's Journey. We restored a thread to the tapestry and learned that long ago. Two great generals defeated the Void Dragon and were heralded as the rulers of all. Okay, missing threads. We restored a thread. Okay, yeah. All right. There should be some stuff happening around here. Now, all of this is still locked off, I think. Yeah, these are all inactive portals. I have no idea what that is. I guess we're going down this way. Well, we're definitely not going through there. Those look like 4 elemental portal thingamabobs. Okay, what's in here?
I greet you, honorable master of the house. I am the Shepherd of Elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So, if it pleases you, command me, and the elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among these holy halls.
I'll take my leave for now. I have no idea what I'm going to do about that. I want to do a little bit of research on the What is this called? Well, elemental portal or something.
See this statue there? Lovely fellow. You should really have a chat with him and choose an elemental.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, these guys are open.
Friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
Okay.
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference?
Okay, so we're going to look at elemental.
The choice. You'll have to speak to the
Elemental.
statue
Yeah,
before we know
yeah.
what you'll find through the portal.
Elemental statue.
The choice, friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
He wouldn't have been murdered, resurrected, and pursued by the bringer of the apocalypse of the
Choice, friend,
Okay.
the choice. You'll have to speak to the
So they
statue
say,
before we
oh,
know what you'll find through the portal.
sorry about that, guys.
The choice, friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before
Which
we know what
one
you'll
do
find
we
through the
want?
portal.
I say ice, fire,
Choice, friend, the
earth,
choice.
air.
You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
Why don't they say water, fire, earth, air? That's weird that they're saying ice. But all right, let's go with
The
ice.
choice, friend, the choice.
And that is your final choice?
Find through the portal.
No, I've changed my
No,
mind.
I've changed my mind.
Me too. Let's make another
choice.
Me
pick.
too. Let's make another pick.
Perhaps you would like to reconsider and choose anew.
The choice, friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
I think I'm gonna go with earth.
And
Yeah.
that is your final choice?
I'm gonna go with something for Scarlet. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
Well, aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
All right, here we go, guys. Anything over here? Nothing.
Some forest. This is a plane worthy of an earth elemental, all right?
A kernel of serenity amid endless chaos.
Uh-huh. Ancient diary, bowl, mortar and pestle. Nothing. Let's read the ancient
The
diary.
Guardians mustn't listen to him. His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
My fellow general, when you read this, I will have departed. It had to be. Sovereignty is fast becoming a curse. It was always
But he
her
sides with
specialty,
that which has no name.
not mine.
I know he does.
Okay.
He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again.
Okay, I have no
I
idea.
fear their will is weak. Too weak still.
Okay, who are you talking? General's tale. The general learned about the apparent departure of his colleague and seems to delight in the fact that he alone will now rule the realm. He cares only for power and to be the greatest king there ever was, assuming control over the realm intended to be ruled by an unnamed woman. Let's finish reading. My fellow general, when you read this, I will have departed. It had to be. Sovereignty is fast becoming a curse. It was always her specialty, not mine. So all of it is yours, the glory and the power. For myself, I seek only the inner peace. I cannot possibly find in cities or in palaces. I know you'll understand. To all the world I'll be unreachable, but you know the secret ways, and your letters will find me still should you wish them to. So goodbye, and good luck. Okay.
The spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night, and he told me to welcome you.
And who are you exactly?
Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You're the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure. I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature, and I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up.
I'd like you to train me in earth magic.
With utmost pleasure, my friend. The Earth's knowledge is meant to be shared.
Okay. What is this? Invulnerability. Make yourself invulnerable. Wow. Resurrect. Resurrect a dead ally to 50% of its vitality at a location within 10 meters. Oh, this is a witchcraft spell too. Okay. Lower resistances. Look at that. Okay. Deadly spores. That's a nice one. Yeah. Oh, that's a master. Earthquake skill book. Knock down enemies and creates random oil surfaces. Requires level 15. Fortify. Tectonic spray. I know that. Earth absorption. Summon earth elemental. That's a master thing too. Summon poison slug. Wow. Okay, this is kind of nice stuff here. I like that invulnerability. Can only be used once per combat. Resurrect, but everybody has. No, they've got scrolls. That's what they've got. Oath of Desecration, and we already got that. Okay, well, hey man, this is, yep. I'll take my leave.
May the Earth's vibrations rock you gently.
Okay. I thought they were going to put me through some kind of gauntlet and have me, fighting something, but that's not the case. Okay, where are you hopping off to, dude?
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
What next chamber? Nothing's opened over here.
Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Okay, a Source Hunters. Another Starstone, another room. We met an Earth Elemental who can aid us.
Aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits? Aha! We meet again, and well met you
Kind
are.
of craziness
Did
is
you
that?
know I've constructed a little theory about you both? Yes, I have indeed. The theory is this. You are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. And that goes for both of you. But I see you're staring at me like a cow stuck in an astronomy lesson, so let me start again. I think that you carry two souls inside of you. One that belongs to the mortal human beings that you are now, and one that belongs to certain someones with whom we've both become acquainted. You remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The two great generals? How they led the battle against the Void's first attack on Rivellon?
Are you implying that the souls of those two generals are within us?
It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the Void, your presence here at the end of time. True, the mystery of Starstone remains, but at this rate, we'll have it sorted out in 2 shakes of Ahu's tail. As luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answers do as well. So, onward.
Hall of Secrets. Okay.
Well, aren't you going to leap through? Who
Oh
knows
God,
what
you
wonder
are
awaits
the
you?
most.
Second soul. Do you think it could be true?
His theories are nonsense. I am who I am, and no other is soul. And no other is soul is sharing joint
Aren't you
custody.
going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you? Well, aren't you going to leap through?
Oh God,
Who knows
this
what
guy.
wonder awaits you?
Is there no way to shut him the hell up?
Why not? You don't have to convince me there's something infinitely great innate to my being.
I myself don't believe a word of it. That historian has lost more marbles than I have souls. That much I assure you.
Okay, there we go. Now, let's see.
What have we here? A study?
Wonderful. But
Ancient letters. Many, alright, well, let us have a look on through the place.
Guardians, dear guardians.
It scared me.
When I see your faces, it is like the barriers of time tumble in upon themselves. But oh, how my heart aches when I think of the duty you adopted. It was more than even the gods had the right to ask of you. You did not want it, but you took it upon yourselves nonetheless, though many wailed and many wept. In a ruptured world, wherein all resolve had crumbled, you renounced life and liberty to stand guard and protect every last morsel of creation. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice. In my darkest hours, I cherish the resolve that was you.
Good thing to be cherished.
even though apparently we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.
Okay. Jahan. Definitely Jahan. I guess we're going to get a lot of alchemy stuff here. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Everything's going to Jahan. Why don't we just have him lead, for God's sakes? Everything we open around this place is, oh, okay. Well, we don't need the hammer. It's nice that it's here. Hey, what the hell's... These are like, ice sentinels or something? I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I have no idea. Alright, let's, we don't need these empty bottles. Those don't do you any good. Okay, yeah, get all that stuff, Mr. Alchemist. There you go, buddy. Fill up. I guess you can, break those apart and, Alright, he shouldn't be reading people's books. Let's see, what's in the desk? Nothing there. Okay. Let's see. Ancient letter. Dearest Henry, dear cousin and queen, the honorable generals baffle me. Their behavior has become puzzling and erratic. They are the saviors of our realm. They are worshipped by man and divinity alike, yet they wander down strange and solitary paths. Word has reached me today that one of them has gone, vanished. Why? I wonder why. I wonder why they do such a thing now that the very world is theirs to command. And the other? Such force, such sudden ruthlessness, such tyranny, a betrayal almost of the principles they fought for. These tidings sadden me beyond compare. I think of what could have been and despair. What is it? There must be an answer. What is it that riles them so? Signed, Lady Helena, Countess of Lilian. Maybe that woman there. Oh, I should have just read that. In the event of the Divine One's return, according to prophecy, the Divine One will lead our people into a better world. But what will this new world look like? I have read nearly all texts regarding Reuben Farrell, the author of the prophecy, and the more I study his words, the more inconsistencies I find. What kind of person would this Divine One be? With every living being? Will every living being see his vision for the new world, or will the Divine One select individuals? According to prophecy, the Divine One will destroy all evil. How can lovers of creation advocate for the destruction? Can the Divine One really distinguish between good and evil, or will he choose what is evil according to a preset moral code? Okay, let's drop this. We're going to put it back up there. There's nothing there. Let's read that. Tales of the Seven Gods. I think we've read this. Yeah, we have. These are books that esteemed general, esteemed sovereign. As you know, the vanquished void lives still. Be a cage in the imperishable God box. We all fear it greatly, for it remains powerful even in confinement. The gods have told us we need guardians. We need immortals that will safeguard the God box and thereby safeguard our world forever. I can think of no better candidates than the two heroes that were the Void's first undoing. What say you, my sovereign? Will you heed the call of the divines, and will your honorable companion do the same? Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Farrell. Wow, man, that's just nuts. I mean, you're asking people to, oh, okay, yeah, just give up everything and go into, I don't know what. you know, that don't seem right, man. All right, so we did the Hall of Secrets. Now we're following this guy again. Where's he running to? I have no idea. Guess we're going for the meeting now. Yep.
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
All right, Kara.
Why, I see Master Zigzags has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour. From the fairy dimension to the, space-time weaver hunter imp one. What do you call this place again?
This is our homestead on the shelter plane at the end of time.
Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magical world yet. The end of time. Well, suddenly your association with Master Zigzags makes sense. Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies.
Let's start from the beginning. How is your sister involved with the dire happenings around Revlon?
I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source, but our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters.
Then it's true, you are a sorcerer.
I am, but there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning, an exquisite current of great power. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us.
Source, the Force, the One.
But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power-drunk through history have abused it, and all the world's sorcerers have borne terrible consequences.
What consequences do you mean?
Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters ever suggest that perhaps not all sorcerers were evil? Did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? That we could be simple forest folk healing the sick and frozen each winter?
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would birth a broken soul powerful enough to inch all of Rivellon toward oblivion.
You mean to blame Leandra's doings on we Source Hunters?
No. No, that would be going too far, and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down did begin at the hands of some of your own order, but it was I who sparked all of this.
Oh, wow. Okay, damn. Maybe I should have left your ass frozen, but story wouldn't have advanced. What were we gonna do? I don't know. You mean someone of our own order killed your parents?
They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door.
Wow.
The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done.
What became of Leandra and yourself?
From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that if one of us were to die, the other would instantly perish too. We kept one another close. Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and she delved into that dark well with terrible regularity. I did my best to guide her, but she fast outgrew my admonitions.
Tell me what happened between yourself, Leandra, and the wizard.
My sister and I were mired in a solitary existence, witches among the trees when Zandelor came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest until she'd absorbed every bit of knowledge he offered. Their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned, and Zandelor and I would settle into our quiet tasks, side by side.
Uh-oh.
We were a content trio, the three of us, but base impulse would undo us.
What do you mean by base impulse?
As you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra had developed feelings for Zandelor, and she knew I had too. But it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings together had captured his heart, as they had mine. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain of it as sharply as a knife. She fled, without a word, and I didn't see her for 2 terrible years. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity, a parasite, were atop our souls, sucking the strength from it day by day.
Wow. What's next? Is there no redeeming your sister?
I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess. The fraying of the bond between us has left Leandra adrift in a well of sorrow she truly believes will never end. What she needs is a hand, my hand, out of this abyss. If our soul forge is repaired, I am certain she'll cease blazing this path of destruction.
Let's discuss the soul forge between you and Leandra.
I cannot condone the terrible things she's done, but I can seek to understand them. With our soul forge in such tatters, I believe Leandra is adrift in the not at all inconsiderable sorrows of our lives. What's more, I sense a terrible force bearing down upon the bond between us. It is hungry, and it consumes ever more of Leandra's mind and soul. I cannot say exactly what this force might be, but I'm certain it's both driving me out and driving Leandra on. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain she'd put a stop to this madness.
What's next? How do we stop Leandra?
We've a single order of business first and foremost. Leandra is gathering an army, and I fear we'll have to get through it if we wish to find her. But first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. How many of these so-called Immaculates does she have in her palm, and to what end is she directing them? Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet unknown. The way will be dangerous. Her allies are growing more powerful and numerous by the minute, but we must discover exactly what Leandra is planning and why.
What can you tell me about infiltrating the mines?
A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection has weakened, I still see the occasional vision of Leandra's doings, the pangs of her deepest felt emotions, and flashes of her triumphs. One vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Leandra is collecting materials, precisely what, I cannot say, and is hard at work shaping them into something sinister. Her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see she's growing closer and closer to achieving something dire. You must make your way deep into the mines to see exactly what she's planning.
Let's discuss the mines.
The way may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I fear my sister is doing something dreadful so far from the light of day.
Okay, I'll take my leave. That's Zakara.
Tell me,
What do you got to say?
See you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Okay, let's discuss the rewoven threads of the tapestry of time.
It shall be my pleasure.
Let's discuss the rooms I have discovered here in the shelter plane.
Most certainly.
What do you know? Do you know more about the lady we have met beyond the portal?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again and we'll learn more about her and about you.
I've come across a master bedroom of sorts.
So you have. The inner chamber. The tapestry has shown me that these were the personal quarters of the gods chosen two. They lived lives of opulent luxury. A well-deserved return for services rendered against the onslaught of demons and dark champions of the void. They are yours now, the chosen two anew.
What can you tell me about what seems to be a great banqueting room?
Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void.
We unlocked a room dedicated to an earth elemental.
Yes, the Hall of Stone. Strong as the heart of mountains, durable as diamonds in the raw. The element that is earth isn't the subtlest of the bunch, but it packs a punch like no other. In time, so will you.
I'd like to update you on my progress. I've seen Leandra at work in Hyberheim. She is using starstones to turn them into bloodstones.
Of all the wicked things, the one substance that can stand in the way of the void, and she's turning it into vessels of blight. You'll have to redouble your efforts, my friend. You'll have to find more starstones before she does and forestall her insidious distortions.
I have defeated Brachus Rex, an ancient king raised from the grave by members of a sect that uses starstone for insidious purposes.
Those scallywags! They are diluting starstone with blood magic? Vile fiends! This sect, it must be stopped. Their adulteration of starstone could hamper our efforts to undo the void. You have to trace this sect back to the very pit where it burrows. Bloodstone. The horror. Magic as dark as this. It feeds the void where we seek to starve it.
I have some questions
Like
for
the
you.
inset to the ballista operator. Shoot.
Okay, we don't have any. I'll take my leave.
How
Weaver.
might I serve our mission?
I have met with Leandra in the realm of Hyberheim. She is using starstones to create bloodstone.
Leandra. She desires to be Mother of the Void. But you have the power to undo her born-in-blood litter. Though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the Starstones still, and use them to thwart their grim queen.
Okay, so though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the Starstones. How do you do that? You're not telling me anything. Okay.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
I met a strange woman in one of the other rooms. Can you tell me more about her?
She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
It seems a demonic creature is roaming these halls. It recognized me. Do you know what it is? Why that is?
He is the instigator. He is the beginning of all ends. The birth father of death and void. Be wary of him. I know not what is fear, and yet, before him, I tremble.
Okay, she's not really giving me...
The threads tell me that once... Oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a word. Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads, more threads we need.
I found a great chamber with 2 bedrooms. Do you know who it belonged to?
Can the answer be anything but you? The threads say that you slept there, you both did, until the vigil of day and vigil of night called you away. Duty. Never did you waver from your duty, never? I cannot be certain. Perhaps, just once, you failed.
I've met with an earth elemental behind one of the portals.
So you have. It was to be expected. Once you were sovereigns after all, and all the earth lay at your feet. Tremble, you would shout. And this creature would bring his fists down upon the ground, shaking it so vigorously that the walls of the enemy would crumble.
Okay, take my leave. And Arhu.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
I've learned about the relationship between Zandelore and the Witch Sisters. You told me you had no idea who the stranger in the inn could have been.
Yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandelore is known as the Keeper of the Source, after all. And I didn't know how Source Hunters would react to my association with such a colorful character.
Damn, everybody lies to you in this damn thing. +1 strength. That's a nice little ring. Okay. I'll take my leave. That's the inner chamber. That's the bed thing. That's the Hall of Heroes. Alright, so now... Alright, so investigating the mines. Akara has sent us to investigate the Lakula mines for evidence of her sister's doings. Akara told us we must investigate Leandra's activity and told us where to start. Forge of Souls. Akara asked us to look for a way to repair her soul forge with Leandra, though where exactly we might find such information remains unknown. Arhu told us that Brachus broke the soul forge between him and his sister, Cassandra, by turning her into an immortal lich, but her whereabouts remain unknown. Okay. So I guess when we come back, we're going to be going into the mines. So, alright, so we're going to end this one here. And, yeah, when we come back, we'll go to the mines. Hey guys, if you've been enjoying our playthrough and want to stay abreast of everything we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do me a great favor, crush that like button also, and finally, leave me some comments. Let me know what you're playing, what you're looking forward to, or just what's going on with you. Until next time, this is Old Man Alchemist saying stay cool and peace.